Your phone vibrates again. Another message. Another, can you help me? Another, are you free? You look at the screen and you already know your answer. Yes, not because you want to, but because you don't know how to say no. You were not always like this. There was a time when your time meant something, when your energy felt yours, when you had space to think, to dream, to breathe. But slowly things changed. One request became two, two became 10, and without noticing, you became the person everyone depends on. At first, it felt good. People appreciated you, they smiled at you, they called you kind, helpful, reliable, and deep inside you needed that, because being needed felt like being important. But now something feels different. You feel tired, not physically but mentally, like you are always available but never available for yourself. And the worst part, no one sees it. No one notices the moments you pause before replying. No one sees how you delay your own work just to help someone else. No one understands how heavy it feels to carry everyone all the time. And maybe you're starting to realize something. This is not kindness anymore. This is losing yourself. Can you just do this for me? It will only take 5 minutes. That's what they always say, 5 minutes. But you know the truth. 5 minutes becomes 30, 30 becomes an hour. An hour becomes your entire day gone. And the strange thing is, they don't even think twice before asking, because in their mind, you are always available, always. But here's the question you've been avoiding. Why? Why are you always the one who says yes? Why do you feel guilty when you even think about saying no? Why does someone else's comfort feel more important than your own peace? It's not because you are weak. It's because you are afraid. Afraid that if you say no, they will stop liking you. They will stop choosing you. They will stop needing you. And in your mind, that feels like losing everything. So you keep saying yes, even when you are tired, even when you are busy, even when you are breaking inside. But what if I told you something uncomfortable? The more available you are, the less valuable you become. Think about it. People respect what is limited. They protect what is rare. They value what they might lose. But you are always there, always replying, always helping, always sacrificing. So they stop seeing your effort as special. It becomes normal, expected, and slowly invisible. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a different version of you. You don't reply instantly. You don't say yes to everything. You pause, you think, you choose. And suddenly things change. People wait. People respect your time. People ask differently. Because now you are not easy to access. You are intentional. But to become that person, you have to face a hard truth. You cannot be available to everyone and still be available for your own life. It's impossible. Every yes you give to others is a no you give to yourself, and you've been saying no to yourself for too long. There was a moment, maybe small, maybe silent, when you ignored your own needs for someone else. Then you did it again and again until it became a habit. Now you don't even question it. You just respond automatically, like your time doesn't belong to you anymore. But here is where everything begins to change, not with a big decision, not with a dramatic moment, but with something small. The next time your phone lights up. The next time someone asks for your time, you don't answer immediately. You pause just for a few seconds. And in that pause, you ask yourself a question you've never asked before. Do I really want to do this? Not should I? Not what will they think? But what do I want? That one question will feel uncomfortable at first, because you are not used to choosing yourself. But that discomfort, that's the beginning of change. What do you mean you can't do it? The words hit you harder than you expected. For a second, your mind freezes. Your old habit whispers, just say yes, avoid the tension. But something feels different this time. You take a breath, and instead of explaining, instead of apologizing, you simply say, I can't. Silence. It feels uncomfortable. It feels unfamiliar. It feels powerful. Because for the first time, you didn't abandon yourself. And here's what surprises you the most. The world didn't end. They didn't disappear. They didn't hate you. They just moved on. And in that moment, something shifts inside you, not outside, inside. A quiet realization begins to grow. Maybe saying no isn't as dangerous as you thought, but let's be honest, this won't be easy. There will be moments when guilt creeps in again, moments when your mind tells you you're being selfish. So let me ask you something. Is protecting your time really selfish? Or is it the first step toward respecting your life? You've been taught to believe that being available equals being good. But that belief has a cost. It drains your energy. It delays your dreams. It disconnects you from your own priorities. And slowly, it turns you into someone who exists for others, but not for yourself. Now imagine a different pattern. Before, you reacted instantly. Now you respond intentionally. Before, you said yes out of pressure. Now you choose based on priority. Before, you felt exhausted. Now you feel in control. That shift doesn't come from changing others. It comes from changing one thing, your response. Hey, are you free right now? This time you don't rush. You read the message. You put the phone down. You think. And then you reply, I'll let you know later. That one sentence creates space. Space to think. Space to breathe. Space to decide. And in that space, you begin to rebuild something you lost a long time ago, boundaries, not walls to push people away, but lines that protect your time, your focus, your energy. Here's something most people never realize. People don't respect your time until you respect it first. If you treat your time like it has no value, they will do the same. But the moment you start choosing carefully, they start noticing. They start adjusting. And those who don't, they were never respecting you in the first place. That truth may sting, but it also sets you free. There was a version of you before all this. A version that had dreams, goals, ideas waiting to grow. But those things need time, and time cannot grow if you keep giving it away. So now things begin to change. You say no more often. You delay your responses. You stop explaining every decision. And slowly, your life starts to feel different. Not easier, but clearer. You wake up with direction. You work without constant interruption. You think without noise. And the most important change, you start respecting yourself. Because every time you choose your time, you are telling yourself, I matter too. And that message, repeated enough times, rebuilds your confidence from the inside. One day, someone will still ask you for something. And this time, you won't feel pressure. You won't feel fear. You will simply decide. Because now you understand something powerful. Being available to everyone made you invisible. But choosing yourself makes you valuable. And maybe you are in that place right now, always saying yes, always feeling drained, always putting yourself last. But it doesn't have to stay that way. The next time someone asks for your time, pause, think, choose, because your life will not change when people stop asking. It will change when you stop giving your time away without thinking.